Mexican. We're all saying that it's a valid, funny angle,
Hmm.
but that we know he's Puerto Rican. But Jack's not Jack
Well,
in that.
well, well. My opinion on it is that yeah, it's definitely ass that we know he's not Mexican and that we make it okay for him to be able to say that. Like, duh.
Yeah, that shit's ass,
Cause he
yo.
looked
That's just fucking
Mexican,
But,
my
ass.
nigga.
Yeah,
But
but,
that's
so
just
Doc, do you
fucking
care about the
but,
ass.
fact that
Okay.
Cortez called
That
himself
shit ass.
Mexican in the
what
battle?
was
And he fed into the
if
narrative. You
never
keep
mind, what I
bringing
gonna
that
say?
up. He's trying to flip the narrative that's on his
It's
He
name.
fucking
did not flip
And
stupid.
it.
then
He
niggas
did
flipped
not
it back,
But
Jack.
flip
He
it.
tried to flip
but
it
I
and
will
niggas flipped
say
it back like, okay, then you Mexican.
Okay, then
Right,
you
then
is
you
Mexican.
Mexican.
hold on. But I will say this though: if he's feeding into the narrative of being Mexican, that's weird as hell. That's
That's
Facts.
crazy.
Exactly. That's
that's
Exactly. Check
stupid
the
as
clip in
shit.
the jumbotron, Doc.
He want to
He
be
said it in the
accepted,
battle.
my nigga.
Yeah,
Like he
he
like
didn't try
fine
to
for
Yeah,
flip
it, and
it.
he literally
yeah,
about to
Doc.
laugh
exactly.
with niggas.
You gotta
I
look at
didn't
the
even
Don
clip
say
in the
that.
Marino is
context.
pissed off somewhere.
That nigga dumb gay. He doing a salsa. This
Nah,
nigga
Doc.
dumb.
What?
Nah,
Look
that's
at the
dumb as
clip.
hell. Because if niggas try to call me ugly, which the fuck I'm not. Hello.
Yo,
And then
listen.
I come up with the.
I was gonna
And
wait
then
for niggas
hold
to
up,
finish rock.
hold it down. If I come up with the ball talk about some, I may be an ugly bitch, but I still sit pretty. That shit's still dumb as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
why
Facts.
the fuck would I
that shit
Agreed.
dumb
be
to be like a
ugly?
nigga tried to flip the narrative that's on his name, so now we just gonna call him that. Niggas, all of
But
us do
he
live in
didn't
Wow.
different
flip it
narratives.
though. He
I'm
didn't flip
saying
it. He
though,
just said like,
the shit works in some ways, bruh. Flame's been calling me motherfucking auntie for years. Nigga, I flipped the narrative.
Do I gotta find a Mexican that look like Cortez?
Nigga,
That
I'm
what I gotta
auntie
do?
now.
Yo,
Respect
dude.
me. Y'all
well,
little
first of
bitches
all,
better
he looks
respect
like
me, man.
Fat Joe. Like, let's start there.
No, oh
But
my
that's
God.
not the
Fat Joe
point.
look
Not
a little
Fat
Mexican,
Joe.
bro.
Nah, Fat
Yo,
Joe's
you
skin way better.
nah, listen, we not gonna be
Yo,
racist in
niggas
here.
really
You
be
out of
seeing
line.
6 niggas packed in a
What? He
Honda
looks
in
like
real
I
life,
don't
or y'all
think
just see
that
that shit on
a
movies? Like Cortez
observation
don't look
is
like a
racist.
Mexican.
I don't think an observation is racist.
Yeah, you wildin', dude, because they clearly do not look alike.
I ain't
Puerto
say
Rican
they
and
looked alike.
Mexicans
I
look
said they look a
nothing
little
close.
Mexican.
Hell
Who?
I'm
no.
saying
Somebody put the
Mexicans
picture
and
in the
Puerto Ricans
jumbotron.
don't look alike.
Yes,
Like the
They
they
look
first
do,
nothing.
my
time I
nigga.
noticed that
Yes, they
shit.
do, my nigga. I seen it. I've
No,
seen it.
they
Our,
don't do
I'm
our
nothing close.
crying.
niggas are limited thinking about how people look.
Okay,
I
Man,
seen fine ass
you
Mexican
not
bitches
telling me
that don't look
Loso
like
Yo,
look
how you
like
would
dude,
think a
Don
shut
y'all
up.
Mexican
Marino.
do
I'm
look.
know
not
that
buying it. So
I
Loso
mean,
look
Mexicans.
I
like Don
mean,
Marino?
Y'all do
No.
know that Mexicans are
at,
shorter in stature. Cortez is Puerto Rican. Hold on,
Sometimes,
in
cause Don
the
Marino ain't
stature.
that short.
I
But
know, but I'm
listen, so
saying
dude, the way you saying this right now to me, I translated as you saying Loso and Don Marino could look alike in a sense. Hell no.
Yo, you know what? Let me tell
Cortez
you
is
Is
something.
definitely
Loso
Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican?
My
He ain't
son is half
Mexican.
Puerto Rican and he be giving me Mexican vibes, right?
That's
His
cause
last name, my real son, my actual child, his last name is Aponte. I said, what type? That don't sound Puerto Rican. That sound a little Mexican. Aponte. That sound like Aztec. Like that should sound like
Yo,
yo,
Southern.
dude, you might want to just it's simple. You might want to swab the inside of your mouth, my nigga,
yo,
and
No, but
swab
I'm
the
not the
inside
one
of his mouth.
responsible for that. We would have to find out
But
if it
what
was
I'm
truly him.
saying
Yeah,
is, they
I'm black.
ain't got nothing right. And then he mixed, so your flat face and his
oh
Puerto
my
Rican
God.
features may
That's
have
true.
equaled
Let me
Mexican, my
tell you
nigga. There
something.
you
This
go.
bitch from
There you
University
go.
Avenue used to be like, "You look a little Mexican." She used to tell me that, but I think it's the flatness of my fucking. It's the flat face.
So don't be blaming your
But wait, let's
son
go
looking
deeper. Let's go
Mexican.
deeper.
Okay.
Mexicans are really Tainos, like even Puerto Ricans, right? It's all mixed up, my nigga. That's what the thing is. It's all mixed up.
Latinos,
They all
Latinos.
from the basically the
No,
same type
no,
of
it's
thing. Am
not.
I lying?
You could
I don't
tell a
know.
Mexican
I
from
don't
a
know.
Puerto Rican
Yeah,
clearly.
I can. I can clearly.
No, some of them.
Most
Some
of
of
them.
them are.
You right on that though, dude. You're right on that because, like, bruh, I've plenty of times I'm sitting watching baseball, and think this nigga is black, and this nigga come out speaking pure
Yeah, facts.
Spanish, and
Yeah,
he's
Yes.
from Cuba.
Facts.
I
So
ain't gonna
you're
lie.
right. You right.
I ain't gonna lie. I definitely can't tell the difference. I mean, like
Me
just
neither.
If
physically,
you come to
Me
New
physically.
But
York,
If
Doc
you can't
though,
tell the
New
difference,
I'm
I
York is
need
a
you to go to
definite
your
difference.
nearest
no.
goddamn townhome section and
So hold
project
on. So Jack, you
for a
saying
day.
Surf can't have no Mexican bars for
Nearest
Cortez?
townhome section.
What's
Look, I'm
crazy
Damn.
is
gonna keep it a
this.
bean with you. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. For me and my ears,
Is it
no,
a
I'm not
Mexican
jacking
boy?
that shit. I wrote 3 rounds versus Cortez, no Mexican shit. Because as a writer, as an artist, as a performing artist, I feel like using angles and shit that's nowhere close to true is fucking asinine and lazy writing. Like Hart said, that's lazy writing to me. So I spent my time speaking in Spanish and calling him Puerto Rican, and in my rounds telling the world he's not Mexican. So I'm not buying Mexican bars from
But guess what
nobody.
though, Jack? That nigga's a Puerto Rican nigga, like most Puerto Ricans in New York that don't know how to speak Spanish.
No,
That
I'm
nigga
Facts.
aware.
ain't even
I'm aware
understand what
that.
you
Facts.
was
Look, I'm
telling that
aware of
nigga.
that Hart, but him not
Is he
knowing how to
Puerto
speak
Rican?
Spanish don't
Or
mean
is he
he's
just
not
a New
Puerto Rican.
Yorker?
No, no,
He just a
no, no,
nigga
no,
from
no.
Brooklyn.
That's a
He just a
fact,
nigga
Jack.
from
I was
Brooklyn. He a
just
light skinned nigga from Brooklyn.
saying that to
Really?
tell you he ain't even know
Yo,
what you was
you
saying,
have me
nigga.
Yo, see,
so.
here's my thing, right? Because I know hella black people that can't speak Ebonics on gangster.
That's not a
That's
real
true.
language.
And they
What?
weird.
Hold
If
up.
that's
Yes, it
true,
is a
then them
real
niggas is
language.
hella weird.
It's
What?
Yo, how
definitely
is
a
it not a
language.
real language and we talk this shit every day? Like,
It's
what?
definitely a
I
language,
prefer
though.
Ebonics
What?
Can't it's
over
like a dialect,
Office
maybe?
Gander.
Not a
Somebody said that's not a
language.
real language,
Nah,
Shelly.
that's
No, it's
definitely
not.
not a real language.
It's
It
not
is
a
a
real
Nah,
language.
language.
It's
y'all
not,
niggas
Life
is
Hart.
lesson.
wildin'.
Y'all
Y'all
It's
know
a
wildin'.
English
language,
is
Hart.
a
It's
stolen
not a
language. It's
language,
not
man.
even ours. We didn't
Yeah.
originally speak
Everybody
this
put your
shit.
poofies on. Everybody
We
put your
definitely
poofies on.
didn't.
So
That's fine,
like
but
when
I
nigga, I
think
hate when niggas do this angle shit of language and oh why you type like that? Cause I get it a lot. Y'all do know in
It's a
America
I
English
language.
type
is
black.
stolen. It's
I
not
type
our
black. I
original
talk black.
dialect, son.
yeah, I would call
Exactly.
it a
Just like
dialect more
Creole
than
and
like an
all that
official
shit. It's
language.
Yeah,
all
it's
different
definitely not a
dialects with our
language
own
though.
It's
I
a
language.
heard that,
dialect,
but
No.
it's definitely not a
but it's
language.
It's a
definitely
language.
black.
Fuck it.
In recent
It's a
years,
I
language.
think
American
black
It's
is a
speech
language.
Jack
A
said,
lot of
fuck
people
that,
talk
it's a
black.
language.
a language, man. We speak that shit every day. It's a
Yes.
fucking
you can
language.
actually
There's an
look it
actual
up.
acronym for the way African black people in America speak, though. I forget what it's
It's
called.
yeah,
AAVE, African
Yeah,
American
Av. I call it
Vernacular
Av.
English.
vernacular English. That is an
Mm-hmm.
actual.
It's called Av.
Yo,
Mhm.
auntie, you're definitely on a megaphone, but in the back of the
I'm sorry,
auditorium,
I'm
like
Yeah,
eating
niggas
you
ain't
sound
breakfast. I
super
got
understand.
my
far away.
volume down.
Mm,
I'm eating breakfast, y'all.
yeah,
What you
niggas
You
ain't
eating,
said it's
hear
Auntie?
called
nothing
African
you was
American
saying.
Vernacular English, I think.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
AAVE.
No, bro. No.
That's actually a language in America.
I mean,
I'm
it's probably
perfectly
only
comfortable with
recognized in
using
America, which
is
only doesn't
where
really
you're
make it an
supposed to use
official language,
are.
but
Mhm.
yeah.
So instead of saying are you, I'll be like is you, and it feels
Mhm.
good.
Yo,
I
y'all
mean,
want to
all
know
it
what's
Right.
is
funny?
like what dude said,
The
Yo.
talking
fact
black,
that it
really.
feels good is
And so
hilarious.
Hey, you want to know
And
what's
here's the
funny
black
to
thing.
is
me?
an
Here's
We
actual.
what
in
make
battle
It's
rap.
an actual
We
language.
in battle rap where there's no language barrier technically, and we all make up shit as we go with languages and dialects and words, and then we be having full blown discussions on what's right and what's wrong.
I'm just
right.
gonna say because
Here's
if Ebonics is a language, so is Japanese. You want
You
Like
that
that's
damn
taught in
what
right
the
I'm
that's a
school?
saying.
fucking
but
language. You damn
listen,
right
can
It's
I
that's a
not a
language.
are y'all
language.
gonna
You
allow me
want
to break this
Japanese
shit
taught in
down
the
real quick?
schools, Jack?
Yo, son, listen to me.
Never
Japanese is a
mind.
real
I'll shut up
fucking
and let y'all
language,
niggas
dog.
keep going.
That's a real fucking language. Y'all got
The
me
first
fucked
time,
up.
Come
the
Hey,
first time
you
I
know what a
seen
co- you
Y'all
somebody
know what
got
a
call
me fucked
Cortez
cocagen
up.
is?
Mexican,
You know what a cocagen is?
Uh-uh.
Nah.
See, that's what I'm
No.
saying, man. You
Who's
got to
that?
take the course. See, what's crazy is if I was to call you a cocagen, you would have no idea I was calling you a nigga.
A cocagen is a nigga?
Yeah, look
In,
it up.
in Japanese?
He said look it up.
Nigga
The fuck?
in Japanese, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, in Japanese. Look it up.
That's what you made up for a cocagen?
No, I ain't make it up. It's a real fucking word.
Man,
White
oh
people made
man.
that up? Cocagen? That shit
It's
sound
Doc,
actually,
right.
I've been
wanna know
Doctor,
what's
Man, no, it
crazy?
ain't,
Wanna know
I'm
what's
Dwight.
not gonna lie,
crazy?
Doc. I've been waiting to tell
It's the
you.
Japanese way of calling us black.
Hold
Oh,
up.
cocagen. They be like, oh,
Hold
you're
up.
cocagen.
What
There goes a
happened, Greedy?
fuck them niggas.
But
I've
hold on,
been waiting to
hold
tell
on,
you all morning,
They
bro.
made that shit
Man, oh
fancy as
man.
hell.
hold on.
Do I hate
Time,
Mo?
time out. If
Niggas was
you
mad at me for
are
saying
I didn't
movie.
just know you was about to take a
Yeah,
shit
Yo,
at me.
I
we
our
walk
Chinese
around.
niggas walking around talking about
all
cocagen.
right, hold on.
Yeah,
This whole time it's Japanese or
no,
But
it's
Japanese.
they
Jack.
always manage to put like a brown sun.
Stop
But
it,
y'all
dude.
peep the
Stop it,
Jackanies?
dude.
All right,
I
so
killed Johnny and his little
I'm
apple
sorry,
seed.
I
dude.
mean, since we on me,
Jack
man, can I
boy.
go ahead and break this down real
Yo, Rock
quick?
Lee. One
What's
second.
up?
I'm sorry. One second. I'm sorry. Yo, Jack. It's Japanese, like the Japan people, or it's Jackanese? Talk to me, my boy.
You serious?
It's Japanese, but what I do with the Japanese is I take different
Japan.
things from different cultures and make them my own because that's all America did. You know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about how the Asian people
But
smell
you,
cocoa and that word that Jack said they
Yeah,
use?
cocagen, cocoa.
can
Yeah,
we talk about how there's a slur
Mm-hmm.
for black people in
so
every
you just
fucking
took their
country in this world?
word and made it your language and
yeah.
called it
That's I
Jack.
did the same thing thing the white people did to us. Fact.
Except he
Now,
did
if
it
you
to
want to impress
the.
me, the fact that you know the difference between a Mexican and a Puerto Rican ain't impressive. Tell me how you tell the difference between a Korean and somebody from
Since
Japan.
you be imitating,
They
I've been
fool.
imitating.
Oh,
Koreans
that shit,
is
that shit
That
easy.
one's a little rough.
Y'all niggas don't be spending enough time at carryouts if y'all can't
Korean
tell these people
is,
apart.
is rounder and wider.
Okay, as a New
My
Yorker, I'm sorry. There's a definite difference between Puerto Ricans and Mexicans. We have a whole Puerto
definite.
Rican sector of people. We have a whole Mexican sector of people.
Yes,
You want
Auntie,
to piss
that's
them
true.
off? Call one the other. All hell breaks
Man,
loose.
fuck them folks.
I
But we
seen good looking
Who
Mexicans
said
though.
that,
Like
Doc?
that's not the
I
the
mean,
stereotypical shape of a Mexican. I get it. The
we
short, they little dark, thick hair. I
I
get
know
that. But
Mexican
I
women ain't
seen
got no ass, but
some of
Puerto
I
them.
Rican.
I seen some fine ass Mexican
is the
women
Puerto
though.
they
Ricans though,
ignore
are
the
they
I've
I've
really
seen
fact
some
never
that
fine ass
mistaken
I
a
will
Mexicans.
tell you.
Mexican and a Puerto Rican. I've never mixed that up in my life.
I've never
ne-
mixed it up either, and I can
It can
always
be
tell the
mixed up. It's because